Shalom, shalom, family.
Shalom.
Karibu sana, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Mic check 1, 2. Can y'all hear us well before we get to talking too much? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank y'all for waiting. We know we're a little bit late, but thank y'all. Having some technical difficulties, but we're here. So welcome. Come on in. Share the
Bentu
live.
Lisa. Shalom, Bentu Lisa. Karibu.
Shalom. Karibu.
Greetings, royal family.
Peace and blessings
Greetings.
to everyone. If y'all can hear us, give us a 1 before we get started.
Samson Strong. Shalom, brother. Can y'all hear us? 1.
If y'all can hear, okay.
There we go. We got a 1. Okay, right, good, great. Good. Yeah, shalom, brother. Shalom, Mr. Reed, ENT. Karibu sana, you guys. Want to let a few more people?
No.
Okay. So, well, yeah, guys. Welcome again to another live stream. You guys saw the title and saw the guest that we had in place for today. So today we want to talk about why are the ops or the opposition here in Africa? We've all been on a different journey. We've been on the same journey, it seemed like, but in different places. But it's been the same, and we've been having so many different, so many experiences and encounters with different individuals and different beings. And I think we feel like it's important that we really stick together and shine light on why they are here and the test that we have to endure in order to, stay over here long term and really inherit what you were called to inherit. So, we have 2 special guests or 2 families today we're gonna have on the platform on today, and both of them have been doing their own work and building their own communities, and we're gonna get a little bit of the backstory about what they have been going through and what they've experienced with the opposition and how they've overcome and continue to press forward and build what they've been called to build. So first we're going to invite our sister Alita Israel to the stage. So,
hi.
Hello, sis. Karibu sana, welcome.
Kwaba, thank you.
All right. And
appreciate you guys having me here. I like your hair, sis. It's cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So we have another guest, Lyfe with the Kiings, and they will be on a little bit later. Unless actually no, he's here now. So
are you ready, bro? Oh, okay, we good.
Ready?
We're
okay,
good.
Great.
All right.
What's
Brother
good? Shalom.
Shalom, brother. Welcome.
How are you?
We doing good. We can't complain. How you doing, man?
Oh, we good. We good. We good. The wife is coming. We're running late because we are family. We got children, so you have to bear with us. But we are good.
Good. Glad to hear. So you want to go say something?
No, you go ahead.
Well, first, thank you guys for taking the time and making the sacrifice to come on here and talk with us and have this discussion. We know there's a lot that goes on. Most days before the live streams, there's a power outage or something in.
Right.
On today, brother. So, man, thank you for enduring. We appreciate it, and we know every time we have some of these. What's the word I'm looking for?
Discussions.
Yeah, discussions and discussions. We will have attacks that come our way. So it's all about how we endure and how we, stay true to the mission and stay true to what we agreed to do and what we were called to do. So, man, thank you guys for sacrificing and coming on here to have this discussion on tonight. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank y'all. So, why are the ops in Africa?
Yeah, and I think most people know what ops mean, but just in case you don't know what an op is an enemy, or another word is opposition, someone who's opposed to. So we're trying to figure out this discussion. We're really going to be sharing our stories. Most of you guys know us, but some of you guys don't know us. We're just gonna kind of be sharing our stories and talking about what we face here in Africa and why do we individually feel like the opposition is here in Africa? What are they here to do? What is their purpose? Because we know that the most and everything, the Most High allows everything. The Most High allows good, He allows evil. He created good, He created evil. So we know that these people are here for a reason. And we don't necessarily want to focus on people because we know that at the end of the day, everything is spiritual.
Yeah.
So you always have to look at the spiritual reasons behind why a person is doing something, why a group of people are doing something, why certain things are being allowed to happen. You always have to go back to the spiritual side of things. So, let me pull this up. Nehemiah.
Oh, no. I don't
Give us 1 second.
But as we look it up, this fight and this journey that we on, it comes with a lot of spiritual attacks that you don't even take into consideration until you get here. Like,
right.
man, those attacks that hit you, it's like, bro, it hurts more when it comes from those who we least expect. It's like you have your arms wide open and you feel like this might be the one. And then they go deeper than the last person, and you like, dang, who's going to be? So we got to understand this. It's really training us to be the leaders that we are called to be. That's what I've been learning. Like, we learning how low our people will go, so that we can stay out of that way and still know how to pull them out of that. So it's all for a greater reason, a greater purpose, even though it don't feel good. But we still have to just walk through it because that's what pioneering is all about.
Yeah. And I forgot to welcome Alita's channel and as well as Life with the Kiings channel. So if you're watching from Alita's channel or Life with the Kiings channel, welcome. So we're just going to start off by telling our story. Briefly, we're not going to give like the full long story, but we're going to tell our story and then we're going to talk about why we feel like the Opps are here in Africa. So you can go ahead and start off, tell them a little bit about us.
Oh wow, we started this journey in 2020. It was at the height of the thing that they had going on. I don't even know if we can say it. Yeah. So it was
right.
at the height of that
you gotta
stuff.
say Coke 45.
Right. at the height of Coke 45. And we were a family in Nashville, working our natural wellness business. My wife is a herbal practitioner and a student midwife, so she knows how to make herbal products. And I was the salesman and the spokesperson behind all of the products, and I was selling them at the farmers market in Nashville. And we were working and hustling, and we just was tired of the environment and tired of having to deal with life over there. We was in the process of having to try to find somewhere to move. And when we were in that process, we didn't feel comfortable going anywhere in that environment. We knew we would have to tuck our black in and have to, not be ourselves in order to be comfortable over there. So we were just waiting and looking for an opportunity. And, we prayed about it. And this woman ended up having a dream that we were supposed to be in Africa helping people pave the way and get back. So after she had that dream, we sort of sold everything we had and took all the money we had and came over here and built what we have built so far over these past 4 years. And
wow, you really condensed that story.
That was I'm good at
it. You got through that fast. But yeah, so piggybacking off where he left. So we sought the Most High for direction. He told us to come to Africa and pave the way. But when we came, we didn't initially know that we would be doing what we were doing now. We initially just planned on doing our herbal business. As many of you guys know, we have FordsHerbal business where we make and sell all natural wellness products, herbal products, skincare products, things of that nature. So we just thought that we would be doing that. And Tim was doing content. He was doing content on YouTube and Instagram. He had just went viral on a video, and that's kind of what like catapulted us into doing like YouTube and everything. So you know, we came, we thought that we were going to be doing herbal products, and we started off doing that. We wound up getting a store in Dar es Salaam, downtown Dar es Salaam. We wound up getting an herbal shop, and we were doing that for a while. But again, like once we started getting comfortable, thinking like, okay, like this is what we're here to do, the Most High was like, no, like I have something else that I want for you to do as well. And so He put it upon our heart to start Zion Eco Village, and this has been like the source of all of the contention. Like once we decided that we were going to be obedient and start helping the Eco Village, that's when like the enemy rose up like so strong, and it's just been an upward battle since then. This was in we came in 2020. We started the Eco Village in 2021. And even from like the first group of people we started it with, it's just been nonstop warfare. Like the enemy does not want this thing to go good, but he's a liar, you know. And so period. So, you know, we the warfare started in 2021, and I'll let you jump in.
Yeah, the warfare started in 2021. We realized that, you know, we were up against some strong spiritual forces and some strong demons. Honestly, it's some things that's within our people that's sickening. And you know, I didn't know. We were very naive at the beginning. We were very like, oh, kumbaya, we made it to Africa, everybody come in, we're together, shalom, let's eat. Man, I had people all in my house. I invited people that I didn't know. I'm talking about, man, it was man, we were so naive at the time. But like I said in the beginning, it taught us so much and prepared us to be better leaders. Like I hate what we experienced, like, but it still helped me to be better now. It helped me to be a better father, a better husband, a better leader. And now I understand like my role a lot better now. Like I understand how I'm supposed to operate as a husband in certain situations and as a father, and how I'm supposed to protect the home and move differently. But yeah, the warfare has been crazy, but I've found peace in it, believe it or not. Like it's like I know that it's a part of it. Like I'm 30. Like I can go through the warfare. I'm not like these people that's causing the contention and causing the mess. I'm not old and miserable like them. So I can go through it and learn and be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna act like you. I'm gonna just let this slide off and keep pushing. So I understand it's a spiritual battle, and now I just find the peace in just like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be going through, and it's gonna help me every time I go through something. It helped me with a nice piece of content to be able to put it out to the world, and it helps more people. And the warfare has really been sharpening and strengthening. I don't even run from it anymore. I run to it now. I can smell it and I see it. And when I see those people, when I see those spirits come out of people, when I meet them, I know how to deal with them and act now. So it all works for the good.
Yeah, and I just want to kind of go into a story a little bit. I know many of you guys know the story of Nehemiah. Nehemiah was commissioned by the Most High to go and rebuild the walls of Jerusalem after they had been destroyed. And he also was given permission by the king at that time as well to go ahead and rebuild the walls. And I just want to read a little bit of Nehemiah, not too much. So I'm going to read Nehemiah 4, and starting with verse 6. And it says, So built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the hall thereof, for the people had a mind to work. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up, and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth, and conspired all of them together to come and to fight against Jerusalem and to hinder it, excuse me. Right? So this, every time I read Nehemiah, or like somebody brings up Nehemiah, I'm like, this is me. Like, just go ahead and just scratch out Nehemiah's name and put in Alita or Lyfe with the Kiings, or just put in anybody who's helping to build in Africa, because this is exactly what's going on. You know, like somebody got a call, got an assignment from the Most High. Nobody else was around. It just was Nehemiah and the Most High. They had their communion time. He told him this is what you want. This is what he wanted him to do. There was also an earthly confirmation as well with the king. Many of us have had earthly confirmations just with different people we've come into contact with that, yes, this is it. In fact, what the Most High has commissioned you to do. And due to jealousy, this is what it is, just pure jealousy. People decided that they were going to go and hinder these people to the point where it got so bad to the point where they had to walk around with swords. Like they had to have a brick in one hand and a sword in the other hand. Why are they trying to lay bricks and work? They had to fight people on the wall. Because they were sent ahead to do a great work for the Most High. And so the reason why, I would say the main reason why I feel like the enemies of the Most High are in Africa is for people to begin to evaluate the state of your heart. Everybody has to begin to evaluate the state of your heart. Because if 1 minute the Most High told you to do this, and then a month later, a week later, or 2 weeks later, or the minute something bad happens, you're saying a different story, you have to ask yourself, what spirit am I listening to? What is the state of my heart? If I know I was already given directions, given instructions, I was supposed to do this, or maybe you weren't given instructions, maybe you lied. I don't know what the state is, but everyone has to evaluate the state of their own heart. You know, like, are you into witchcraft? Why do you feel the need to control others? Why do you feel the need to control the narrative of other people? Why do you feel the need to slander other people to control how other people view other people? This is the same thing that was going on at the time of Nehemiah. People are going back to the king, going back to different governors. Oh, you know, like we have to conspire against them, you know? So, you know, everyone just has to take a good look at their heart. Yeah. You know, like, why do you feel the need to get favor off of the back of somebody else? Why do you feel the need to backdoor somebody else to get their favor instead of getting your own favor? Yeah. You know, it's just time for people to just look at the state of their own heart. Everyone has to do like a deep dive into their own hearts. We had to do the same thing. Like before we came here, even while we're here, throughout this whole entire pruning process, we had to consistently evaluate the state of our heart. Are we going to let a root of bitterness spring up in us because of the nonsense and the foolishness of people trying to stop somebody from building? It's going to be built at the end of the day. You're just wasting your own time and signing yourself up for destruction. Yeah, you know, so you and Nehemiah's heart was tested too. Am I going to still follow what the Most High told me to do, or am I going to get hindered or feel discouraged because it's people down there with swords trying to kill me because I'm doing what the Most High told me to do? So I'll let you jump in. Yeah, and briefly, just the reality of literally having to fight with one hand and build at the same time. Like we literally we will go to our farm and try to get some work done. And literally the enemy they will be in the community acting crazy, trying to causing friction, not even trying to, causing friction. Going to the local government while we're trying to build, and now we have to get called to the local government to deal with pettiness. Wow. And the local government, like they like, hold on. I thought you guys were adults. Like, what is this? They're looking at them in a bad way. Like, what is going on? It's literally like they're like she said, they're marking themselves. So long as we continue to focus, long as we have to get down and swing the sword. Like unfortunately, we have to turn around and swing it sometime, and put the brick on the wall and get down and fight. So as we get down and fight, we let them know to stop playing, and we still have to get back to work and still keep making the progress. Like this time that we are in this season, we have the strength and we have the understanding. So we still have to step down and stand boldly. At first, we were like, nah, we don't have to say anything. We can let it slide by. But we learned that sometimes it's okay to be modest, but when someone is trying to come and take your territory, you have to roar like a lion and let them know to stop playing. And once you get down and fight and stand up for yourself, they soon back away. They may still try and do small things on these platforms, on their small platforms, but at the end of the day, they end up wasting their time and wasting away. Kadibu Sana, sis, welcome. Yeah.
Hi.
I've been listening, so just please, just continue. So yeah, I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, and going back to what he was saying about how we're now to the point where we're in the open war now. You know, like now we're at war. Our enemies have made no small qualm, have not made it. They have made it's very clear that our enemies are at war with us. They're out and about. They're active. They're on YouTube. They're running around different countries of Africa. They're making enemies of everyone. They're making a menace of themselves. They're putting a bad face for African and Black Americans out on the continent. You know, for the individuals, especially like the governmental entities that have had to deal with them, they're giving themselves a bad name.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a scripture in Nehemiah, because like I said, we're in the open warfare, and I'm not saying that we're going to go and physically fight people, but we have to fight these people, contend with these people in the spiritual realm, if not anything else. And do you have the scripture?
Nehemiah?
Yeah.
No.
Now give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I can't find it right this second, but there's a scripture in Nehemiah. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's Nehemiah 13:25. And it says, Nehemiah says, and I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair and made them swear by God, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto yourselves, unto your sons. So, you know, it gets to a point in time where you have to get on the offense now, you know, and I think that this is what we're doing with these different panel discussions and lives and everything, and the different conversations we're having with people is just kind of drawing a light on the opposition and the enemies of Yah that are here in Africa, what their tactics are, what they're up to, and ultimately what their purpose is and how we should deal with them. Yeah.
And we have to stand strong and continue to call them out. As we continue to call them out, it's like we're literally purging our community. Mm-hmm. As we continue to shine light on what they're doing and we continue to like hold them accountable, like they're gonna slowly die off and stop acting stupid. So we have to do the uncomfortable thing and continue to shine the light and expose the wickedness that people are coming with, because it's sickening. So anything you want to say?
No, we can move on to the next guest.
Yeah, the next guest.
So next up we have Alita. And Alita, if you just want to share your story of you know, how you got to Africa and why do you feel like the Opps or the enemies are in Africa?
First of all, let me just say this title is very, very empowering. It's like so much I want to say, and I already talked so much, so I have to find a way to condense all that I want to say. So I guess I'll tell a little about my story for you guys' channel. But what she say?
I said, take your time, sis.
Thank you, sis. I moved here also in 2020. So October 2nd, next month will make 4 years in Ghana for me. I basically just came here because I was just done with America. I couldn't see a way forward. And so I had to find out, like, you know what I'm saying, it has to be more to life. At the time, I had been told by the Most High, well, I don't like to say been told, but I had been led by the Most High to not model. I had to sit down, my heels, my lipstick. I had to put down my little dresses and all that good stuff. And the Most High was, you know, pushing me into this natural, you know, lane. And he didn't want me, I don't know, in the wicked industry. So he basically made me stop modeling. He also made me denounce my membership as a member of Delta Sigma Theta. And so he was just had me doing all these outlandish things. And I was like, you know, what's wrong with being a Delta? Like, what's the problem? Or, you know, why can't I model? I don't do anything that's like wrong. I'm just like entertaining. It's just beauty. And I'm just coming up with all these excuses. And the Most High, like, I'm not in it. I'm not in it. But I'm not in it. But I'm not in it. So I finally listened, laid everything down. And then I was just a little irritated because it's like, what now? And that's what I had did with my life for 15 years, you know? And so I'm like, I don't know what to do. How would I make money? And so a lot of people know my story where I then went to Walmart just to kind of clear my brain, just to be regular and to have something to do. I was a little bored, and they were advertising that they were looking for people to come work for the holidays. They was paying a crazy amount for just a season. So I went, end up becoming a customer service manager. And then in that, I was so normal. I loved it. I'm ringing people up and fixing problems. And I just had my peace. And I think because of that state I was in, the Most High was able to get to me that Ghana was the next step. And so fast forward, I obeyed him. I gave up everything I knew and loved, every person, every object, every idea, every vision, every plan for myself. I gave it all up, and I moved to a place that I had been once before, but I knew nothing about. I had no family. I had no resources. I had nothing there. So I thought, like, if you're going to have me do this by myself, like, you're going to have to really, really deal with me. And so you're going to have to, like, lead me. And that's exactly what he did. From one step to the next step to the next, I just kept getting more and more clarity. And here I am 4 years later in Ghana, and it has not been easy. Ghana itself is just not an easy country. You know, it's just a lot of difficulties here. It's a lot of things that I can't even explain. It would take for you to be on the ground and to live here to truly understand like how difficult Ghana can truly be. But for me, like my brother was saying, he gave me my peace. Like for the first time in life, I kind of knew what it meant to be still, to be quiet, and to enjoy my quietness, and to enjoy no limelight, but yet a limelight. Like, I don't know how that sounds, but he started like to change how my limelight looked. And so now I'm in Ghana, and like my sister was saying, where my sister go? I want to talk to Siobhan. Where she did dipped off to? When, like Siobhan was saying, when I first started here, she come right back. Okay. When I first started my life in Ghana, I was doing the same thing you guys were doing. I was doing all natural products. Hey, Siobhan. So I was doing like beard oil, hair oil, deodorant, body butters. I was selling neem powders, moringa powder, mango powder. I was just like doing everything that I felt the most I do. And I felt so good. I went and got certified as a formulator. And I was thinking, oh my God, when I get my husband, I'm going to make him all type of things from the garden. He's going to love me. I'm going to keep him so healthy. I'm thinking about myself only. I'm not thinking he's going to do all of this for all these strangers. I'm thinking about my life only. Let me get me some land. My family don't know what it means to be owner. Let me show them a real owner. You feel me? Like I'm about to like build my house. Like I'm like changing the game. You feel me? I'm breaking generational curses out here. So I'm not really thinking about like everybody else in the direction he's taking me to. I'm thinking about me and my family. I'm saying if I get land, if I build my house, if I get a borehole, I don't have a water bill. If I get solar panels, I don't have a light bill. I know how to feed my family from the land. Wow, I know how to make my bread from scratch. I got an outdoor stove. You feel me? Like I'm like thinking I'm a beekeeper. I'm finna harvest honey. I got chickens. I'm finna have my little eggs. Like what? That's what I'm on. Like, and so I'm not really understanding that it's bigger than me. That the Most High is gonna have me do all this stuff for all these strangers, and I'm gonna have to come subject to a mission that He actually has me here for. So long story short, I did start to gather my things together and get everything in order for me and my family. Unbeknownst to me, people were watching and people were being inspired. Like, wow, you own land? How much did that cost? What did you have to do to get that? Oh my God, you put a fence wall up? How, where you get they just started asking me questions. And so, long story short, I came up, well, I need to stop saying long story short, because it's not going to be a long story short. This is going to be a long story. But I had to literally come together and decide, like, okay, let me put this in a plan. So I started selling land to people. Now, I still don't know the Most High finna have me build a communities and do all this type of stuff. I'm now still thinking about myself. I'm now saying, oh, this is a way for me to make money. Okay, I'm still thinking about me. So I'm like making products or whatever. And then like my sis was saying, when I was making products, I'm selling all over Ghana. I'm shipping to America. I'm shipping to South. I'm doing like all these little things. I'm thinking, oh, this cool. Like, wow, I'm in my laboratory making products. I don't clock in for nobody. I don't got to answer to nobody. I don't got to care about none of that. And it's all natural. Like, I'm feeling great. Nobody was bothering me. Everybody was supporting me. Sis, I love your deodorant. Oh my God, sis, I love your mango butter. I didn't even know they had a thing called mango butter. Like, I'm getting so much love. People like, she came to Ghana, made her own all natural product line. It's just amazing, right? I'm like, oh, they love me. All right. So then Alita sells 20 plots of land, or she sells land to 20 people. Okay. Then she sold land to 50 people, child. Then 200 plots went to 250 plots. And it's like, she getting rich. Oh my God, stop her. Like, it was like people started going crazy. Like, why is she doing so well in Africa? We need to take her down. Now, mind you, this is not Ghanaians. These are Americans that are starting to say, her house is so big, but why isn't her client's houses coming up? Why do I just see a bunch of fence walls coming up? Why is she charging this much for the land when I can go there and get it this much for myself? Like, all of these questions, like just literally trying to demine my character, just trying to bring down my spirit. And so when y'all say we have the same story, y'all, let me tell y'all, these people have went to GRA to say she ain't paying her taxes. You gotta make sure she paying her taxes. How is that your business? But anyways, they didn't went as far as to go. They didn't went to GRA. She ain't paying her taxes. They didn't went to SNCC. She not paying the workers. Oh my gosh, she not paying. They SNCC fee for them. They didn't went to the police officer. We have a woman that's in our country making millions, and she is scamming. Because now, y'all, they didn't got the chief on their side. They didn't went to the chief that I done brought resources to. A community been idle for 30, 50, 60, 70 plus years. The Most High then brought my little hands here and then brought life to this area. And so now all of a sudden the chief is hearing their stories. Now, mind you, these are disgruntled former clients. These are not people who I'm actively working with and I am, laying my life on the line, giving it all away for strangers. These are not the people that's appreciating the journey. These are the people that, like my brother said, that have to be weeded out. You're not going to fit this community. Your personality is wrong. Okay. We not vibing, first of all. How am I going to even build your house when I'm not vibing with you? And so I started weeding out, who wasn't right, who, refund. I started being known as the refund lady. Okay. So how you go from being known as the refund lady to be saying she scammed you? It's one or the other, baby. Okay, I can't refund you and scam you. Make up your mind. Y'all just retarded. And so I literally started getting grief on every single corner. I'm talking about GRA. Bring in your accountant. We want to see your paperwork. All my stuff in order. You feel me? Because I'm not no dummy. And the Most High didn't raise no fool. And if he brought me and put me in a position of this magnitude, you definitely got to understand that he's going to equip me to keep my position. So all my stuff in order. I won every battle, period. And so GRA, here's my taxes. SNCC, I pay my workers. What you saying? If they stay with me long enough, when they retire, they're getting a check from this company. Like, who else? Chief of police. Oh, this woman is in our community scamming. She's charging this month for the land. I'm laying out. This how much the land costs. This what I got to pay for. Black, proven. Then I've been summoned to the court. The court, the judge, the chief, I'm saying all these names, but the king, he doesn't like that I have an entourage, that I come in with a lawyer and an accountant and my project manager and my supervisors and my mentor and my father. So he's making fun of me. Oh, she's coming with an entourage. Like, no, I'm coming to prove my case. These are the people who gonna prove it. You want to talk numbers? Talk to him. You want to talk legal law jargon? Talk to him. You want to talk about spiritual journeys and who leaded me? And if I'm in line, talk to him. Like, so he didn't like that I was so put together that way. And I didn't have to say nothing, that I sat in the court like this the whole time. Yeah. He didn't like that. He don't like that they call me madam. Oh, madam does madam. Who is madam? You know doggone well who madam is, because I'm the only woman in this room. It's me. So madam, me. So he didn't like any of that. The Most High is like slaying them, like left and right, just slaying them. And I ain't doing nothing. I ain't saying nothing. All I'm doing is proving my case. So long story short, damn, I did it again. Not long story short. So I started fighting these battles, and I'm doing it alone, but I'm not alone. Like, I don't have a partner, but I have a covering. The Most High don't play about me. My mentor don't play about me. My father don't play about me, and my clients don't play about me. So I had all of this covering me, all of this protecting me and speaking up for me and getting loud for me. And it was just like, because I'm successful. All of it came about is because I'm doing too well. And if you're doing too well, you must be doing it in a corrupt way. If you're doing too well, you must be doing something that is illegal or negative or wrong. And so none of it prospered. I even got more from it. But just like my brother and my sister was saying, what I learned from the situation is the humility of it all. The Most High brought me down, because although I was winning every battle and the Most High was covering me, I was looking at myself like, what did I do that I could have did differently to not garner all of this? Okay, yes, you could have had a better attitude with these niggas, because that's who they are. And I don't know how to deal with niggas too good. So yeah, you could have operated in the fruits of the spirit a little better, so you didn't give niggas the opportunity to bring you that low. I could have operated that way, yes. And so I'm doing better now. Now I know how to deal with niggas, just like my brother said. Now when they come, I know how to deal with you, because you can't touch me. So I'm going to smile at you with my little pretty smile, and I'm going to say, how can I help you? And if I can't help you, I'm going to send you to my father. And so I could have handled it better with my attitude. I could have handled it better with, see, I'm a no nonsense type of person. So as soon as you start getting on my nerves or acting stupid or like a nigga, I'm going to block you. You ain't gonna get too much out of me. I ain't going back and forth. Like, I got too much to do. While y'all over there dealing with, not y'all, but our viewers and clients and people that want us to help us, they got to deal with like their family and whatever it takes to move, blah, 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 blah. I got 70 families that I have to oversee and help. I got 70 plus workers that I'm helping to feed their family every day. I got to take care of my father, whom I decided to retire and bring to Ghana. Now he's my responsibility. Not to mention, I have my own morning and night routine that I have to be consistent with, so the Most High can make sure I'm safe. And so the things y'all dealing with, what we dealing with is like 100 times magnified. And y'all not understanding that. Y'all just want us to give. And at no point do you stop to say thank you. Oh, my brother, I couldn't have did this without y'all. Or this channel inspired me to move there. No, y'all get here and want our place. Y'all get here and want to take what we giving you. Y'all get here and want to say, oh, I can do it better. Watch me do it. And guess what? You flop because that you haven't seeked the Most High on being on that journey. And then you mad at us because we didn't flop, because we did seek the Most High on pursuing this journey. I didn't choose to be in a position that I'm in. So for you to be upset with me because the position I'm in, it's like, it really is very retarded, because the Most High has something for all of us. He gave us all a promise, but you got to get back to the law, statutes, and commandments in order for you to receive yours. You're not going to get mine. I'm going to keep getting mine. And so when we say the Opps are in Africa, the reason is because this is the second Exodus. Okay. And did they let the children of Israel go easily? No. Moses, the Most High had to say, let my people go. 10 plagues he had to send to Egypt before my people was let go. So of course the Opps are in Africa, because this is the second Exodus. You don't have to believe that Africa is the promised land, that Africa is safety. It don't matter what you believe. It matters what the Most High is doing in the movement he's putting on the minds of countless of people. And so, yes, the Opps are in Africa because they need to stop this movement. You got other people in the world talking about what's happening in Africa on CNN and Fox, because it's a movement that's going on. So we're going to have to go through the ups and the downs of being a part of this movement, because the enemy don't want it to happen. He don't want us to come back to our own. I mean, everybody on this line make all natural products. Everybody on this line is natural. Everybody on this line believe in gardening and farming. Everybody on this line believe in taking care of their significant other and their families. He doesn't want us to get our proper hierarchy back. He doesn't want us to get back our mind, our mental state of being. When you're in Africa, you can center yourself. because we don't have overhead, we don't have debt, we don't have loans, we don't have, all of these things in America that keep us distracted. They are not here. So what happened with me is my pineal gland, my third eye was able to open to not only see myself, but I can so clearly see everything around me that I'm not and I will not participate, and I will set myself apart because I know what time it is. And so the Opps being here, we are to expect them. What we need to be doing is to be steadfast, fasted, and prayed up so that we know how to, deal with them. And so my little first encounter of all of this madness I went through this for 6 months. My own project manager left my company because he had been told by people that I refunded that he can do better than me. Ain't never made this much money in his life. Ain't never owned a vehicle or knew how to drive. Never built his house, nothing. And you're going to bite the hand that feeds you because you want more money? Like, and all the money you getting is not enough. Like, it's just kind of weird how people thought they was going to take my business, destroy my character, bring down my spirit, and just kill me. I don't even know these people for them to hate me this much. I'm just too vibrant. I'm too loud. Like, they don't even like me now. Like, why is she talking so loud? Because I'm loud. The Most High didn't tell me to shut up yet. So I'm loud, baby. I'm loud about what the Most High doing in my life. I'm loud about what he has brought me from. I'm loud about where he's taking me to. And if you look at it as bragging, that's a heart posture of jealousy you need to attack. That's personal. And so now I want to go to the part of my sister asked me to tell y'all what story, or am I supposed to let y'all ask me that question?
Yeah, you can go ahead, because we was touching on, it's a bunch of stories that like we all feel like we relate to, like Nehemiah, Isaac with the wells, and King Saul, King David. So if you want to tap into any of them, sis, go right on ahead.
Girl, they all remind me, but I want to bring up the one person they finna be mad. I say, like, they finna be mad that I compare myself to Moses. I don't compare myself to Moses. My position do. My situation do. My life do. I don't think I'm like Moses. I just feel like me and Moses had similar thoughts. Moses was like, now, Most High, what you trying to use me for? I am not the person for this job. First of all, I got a speech impediment. So what you want me to say to these Negroes? Don't even worry about that. I got you covered. Your brother Aaron finna help you. Moses did not feel like he was the person for the job. And that is how I feel still today, even though he growing me, he's showing me how to deal with things better. He's showing me how to calm down and be a little bit more patient, a little more tolerant. He humbled me all the way down. And I still don't feel like I'm the person for this job because this job entails people playing in your face. I ain't never been a person to allow nobody to play in my face. This job requires you to like be a little quiet and be like, you got to know you the winner. And then you got to see losers and let them just stay a loser. No, I'm a fighter. Like, I normally meet you where you at. Like, I match energies. I'm getting out of that spirit, but I'm going to give you what you're giving me 100 times more. And it's because of the trauma I've been through and where I come from. I'm not saying it's right. I'm telling you what it is, period. And I ain't never been a hoe. I ain't never been a punk. I ain't never been scared or timid. In these type of situations, I have to timid myself just to keep the peace or just to say, you won, sis. Don't even worry about it. Like, let's agree to disagree and keep it moving. I ain't never been that type. And so I see why the Most High had me in this position so that he can work on my character some more. But I still don't think I'm the person for the job. And I feel like another way I relate to Moses is that Moses had to go up to the hills and seek the Most High on getting the commandments. He up there all this time getting the scrolls for these Negroes that's down there partying, shaking their tail, drinking, making golden calves, all this stuff they know better than to do. That's how I feel. I feel like, God, why I gotta sacrifice everything? I can't party. I can't drink. I barely can curse. Every time I say a cuss word, the Most High like, character flaw, you're not edifying, what, you just turned somebody off. You're not being all things to all man. Like, I can't do nothing. Y'all get to go crazy on YouTube and act the fool, but I still gotta like come correct and make sure the Most High is not displeased for me. Y'all get to drink, smoke, party, do drugs, hang out all night, sleep with everybody. No, a nigga over here gotta be celibate. Don't touch me. I'm a child of God. Like, I gotta like stay the straight path in order for the Most High to keep blessing me and to bring me all the favor and blessings He has for me. Y'all get to me, it look like y'all having the time of y'all life and still being blessed. Now, I don't miss partying, clubbing, drug, and speaking. I don't miss those things. I did enough of it in college, baby. I was the partier. I'm not saying I'm missing out on anything by following the Most High. I'm just saying, like, wow, look at what I just keep having to sacrifice as a regular human. Look how I keep having to set correct and be down on myself because I am trying to be an example, a role model, inspiration to not only my family, but now to millions of strangers. Like, why? When they get to be down there making golden calves and twerking and having the time of their life, they got their husbands. Where my husband at? Like, why I gotta sit here and sit still? You feel me? Like, these are my thoughts. And so I'm annoyed because it's like following the Most High is not easy. Being on a journey of getting your people sustainably off of the grid is not easy. Like helping countless strangers make their family generational wealth people, it's not easy. And so I have to sit here and constantly correct myself. I got to sit here and constantly seek the Most High. I have to be obedient every single time I slip up. The Most High don't let me get away with nothing. I get a whooping immediately, whether y'all see it or you don't see it. And y'all get to just be and do whatever. And then you look at me and try to say my position is this and why I got this, why I got this. Baby, if nothing else, I've earned it. I'm keeping it, and I see what the Most High is doing, and I'm just going to put myself in a position for Him to just keep using me. So, Moses, I feel you. The only thing is, I'm not going to let you niggas make me miss the promised land, okay? I'm going to fix myself, and I'm going to learn how to answer y'all when y'all talk crazy to me. I'm going to learn how to stop cussing when you cussing at me, because that's how he missed the promised land. Like, it's like, dude. And then I still gonna meet Moses one day and I'm gonna hug him out, never letting him go either. I'm gonna say, brother, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He gonna say, come get this, sister. Like, cause I'm not letting him go. Like, my brother didn't miss the kingdom, but he missed the promised land for us niggas. And so, yeah, my own people, y'all own people. And I appreciate y'all that's on this call, because not only do y'all show me righteous marriages, but y'all also show me like that I'm not in this trench alone with building these communities and helping our people come home and doing all that we doing. You know, we vent to each other. We got a whole sisterhood. And unbeknownst to everyone on this call right now, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Unbeknownst to everybody on this call, we have a podcast. That's what we've been doing. The Most High been like, you know what? I'm about to start working through these 3 real quick. And so every other week we're live on one of our channels. We just got to give it a name. This is our podcast. How y'all doing? Welcome. Everybody's welcome to our podcast. Like, and so I see what the Most High doing with us, and we don't got to say, he just kind of do it and move. And the more obedient we are, the more he keep opening doors and, you know, doing for us. So that's my spiel on it, y'all.
Thank you, Alita. That was amazing. That was raw. That was real. I appreciate the realness, because that's one thing we have to learn as a people is how to be real again. A lot of these people are fake. They are fake. They will smile in your face, and 5 minutes later, they talking about you, stabbing you behind your back. So, y'all, let's learn
especially
how to be
on this
real.
type of stuff.
Right. Let's learn how to be real again. If you have a problem with somebody, go to them directly. You don't have to go on YouTube. That's not the way of the children of the Most High. If you have a problem with somebody, go to them directly. You don't have to go to court. That's also not the way of the Most High. The scriptures say, do not take your brother and sister to the court. It says to work things out amongst yourselves. So we have to get back to dealing righteously with each other. We can't call each other children of the Most High and say that we're striving for the kingdom, and we still can't get these basic matters handled. Why do we not know how to talk to each other? Why can't we talk to each other directly? Why do people have to jump and run on YouTube every single time?
Right.
You know, like, this is the type of stuff that we have to deal with as a community, because what it's showing to other people is that we can't govern ourselves. Okay, you're showing people that you have no common sense. You're showing people that we can't work together as a group. You're showing people that we're a laughing stock. When you get on YouTube and you start slandering and throwing everybody's business out, and half the stuff is lies, 95% of the stuff is lies, guess what? You're putting a bad name, you're making it worse for yourself. You know, so these are the type of conversations we're going to start having, and these are the type of things that we as a community need to observe and watch out for and rebuke, because we need to stop behaving like this. You don't see any other nations and people going on YouTube tearing each other into smithereens. You don't see the Chinese people doing that. You don't see the Arabs doing that. If they have problems, they go to each other. Even the Africans, if they have a problem, they go to the chief of the community. They will go sit under a tree. Everybody will be around, and they will resolve it right there, and they will be done with it. They're going home to go eat the ugali, they chapati, they fufu, whatever it is, and they're curling up their feet and they're going on about their visit. It's over with. It's not a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later. We still talking about the same issue that was resolved. It's not making sense. So next up, we have Lyfe with the Kiings, Brother Daniel and Sister Alondra. Welcome. If y'all want to just tell everybody about your story of why you came to Africa and why you guys feel like the Opps are in Africa.
Karibu sana, guys.
Greetings, family. Greetings.
Greetings.
Well, first of all,
Greetings.
to my brothers and sisters that are, on this panel. Oh boy, can we relate? Like, we can relate. So much so, if I said, our story is just exactly the same, and I'm not going to tell you the story because it's exactly the same, everything, you'd get the drifts of it. But for those that are new and nosy and, really enjoy the Netflix series that, they believe we are putting out there and have an opinion, I'll just give you a brief of our story. So 4 years ago, we came to Ghana because the Most High told us to. I'm going to keep it brief, short, and bullet points. 4 years ago, we came to Ghana because the Most High told us to. Simple. He was working on us before we even came to Ghana with the healing and preparing us for what was ahead. The Most High don't give you everything. He doesn't let you know everything. He gives you piece by piece. And, as you get to one step and being obedient, then he will reveal something else to you. We left the UK within 3 months of him giving us that vision and that word. We are people that have always been about healing, about living off grid, being natural. We did not come to Ghana we came to get away from convenience. We didn't come here for convenience. In fact, convenience was a word we did not like. That's just consumerism, convenience. We were trying to get away from that. We were trying to get away from people because at that point, we kind of didn't like people just because of their ways and, what the Most High was doing with us. We just wanted to be set apart. So we came to Ghana, and a lot of people don't know this, with our tent, like tent in tow, because he told us we're going to need it. A year later, we spent a year in Ghana just doing the holiday thing in hotels. Tell a lie. We actually came to Ghana and bought land straight away, jumped straight into it and bought land in a Dokrum on the Abri Mountains. Started putting up our tent platform. Halfway through, we realized the land belonged to somebody else. We saw that it was a scam. We left that, kept it moving, lost some money. And then we spent a year just, slowing down, taking our time in apartments, hotels, staying in friends' houses, just really trailing this tent around. A big, old, massive tent. You've seen the tent, it was big. We trailed it around to at least 15 different locations, right? A year later, we finally gave in to what the Most High told us was inevitable, and we found some new land and went onto that land, built a tent platform again, and pitched up our tent. Just like Alita, we did not intend to build any community. We didn't want no community. We didn't want no community. We didn't have no community in the UK, and we didn't want no community here. We were like, we just want to get away from people, borehole, everything Alita said, same thing. Just want to be set apart. And the Father told us, you're going to be self-sufficient here. You're going to be set apart here. You're going to be safe here. So that's what we did. We just started living in our tent, best times of our life. Some people believe that we were forced into that situation and we went there because we were broke, but we wasn't broke. We had a five-figure company successful skincare company, just like everybody here, Illuminate Essentials, selling toothpaste without no fluoride, because we realized that, first of all, people need to stop putting fluoride in their head so that they could actually wake up to the truth, and selling natural skincare. So we had that business that was bringing in an income for us. We had money and other, income streams. At some point, because we was all about healing, the father said, go on YouTube. Well, he didn't say go on YouTube, but I was like, I'm going onto YouTube. My wife was like, no, she don't want to go on YouTube. But then she received that the father said, no, do it, because it's going to be your testimony to my glory. Like, your life is going to be, a testimony to the glory. So we was like, okay, we're going to do it for the father. We're going to be obedient. We went on YouTube. Well, it blew up. And we're out there now. Keeping in mind that we didn't have no electric. We're in a tent. We ain't watching the news. We ain't got no shops close to us like that. We're doing shopping once a week in the market. So we're eating good, no poison, like no neighbors, no noise, no nothing. Go back and watch our old interviews if you don't believe me. Vanessa Camby, all of those interviews, and you'll see we were nice, just chilling, like in the bush, secluded. Even the local Ghanaians were like, what are you doing out here? Like, whoa, what are you doing out here? It was like, we love it. They thought we were crazy bronies, they used to say. Anyway, we put ourselves out on YouTube, and it started to grow. And then, we started doing lives every weekend, and the people came in smiling. And, I'm only talking about a few, because there's only a few of the Opps. Yeah. Generally, mostly it's decent, nice, loving people. Yeah. And they come in and, they're like, oh, we love you. Like, it's amazing what you're doing out there. And then you have the other ones that are like, how could you take your children into the bush? They just don't understand the off-grid living. They put fear onto you, and we went out there with no fear. We're in the middle of the bush with snakes and everything, just the tent. And, from the first episodes, you can see there was nothing around us at all. And we slowly just started to build up doing what we were doing. And then the father gave us like an Abraham moment. And maybe this will relate to one of the stories. We had an Abraham moment where he was like, sell your company. And we were like, that don't make no sense. Like, my wife is more obedient than me. So she's like, yeah, sell the company. The father said, and I'm like, baby, it don't make sense. So imagine I'm saying what the father's saying don't make sense. And she's saying, sell the company, because the father said, sell the company. And as a man, I'm the provider and the protector. So I'm like, this is our main stream of income. It's doing so well. It's growing. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, a few months later, we decided to sell the company. I decided I'm going to be obedient, and I sold the company. And we used that money to begin our house. We also decided that because we were, people, well, I was kind of a people pleaser back then. And, I just loved hosting people and entertaining people and wanting to help people heal. The father told me, you're going to help your people. You're going to help lead your people to freedom. That was the words. You're going to help lead your people to freedom. I didn't know how, but then the opportunity came up on YouTube where people were contacting us and saying, we want to buy land. We want to live like you. We never portray the lifestyle of, it's easy out here in the bush. Like, we just thought people would like, they wanted what they saw. So they were like, we want land. We want to come and live like you. And now when I look back, I think that's weird. People want to like be close to you. Like, right. I thought that's just a bit weird. But I thought, in the name of community, I know community is hard for our melanated people, but we're trying to break the mold, break generational curses, and also be obedient to the Father. And I'm believing it's the second Exodus. So we out here in the wilderness, it's a rites of passage we're going through and a healing journey that we're going through. So we said, let's provide that for our people. Let's build guest houses along with our home and, just try and heal people and build this community. We had a few people, we we started to build a community online, speaking to a few people, had a few people come out and, you know, say, yeah, they're going to come out and stay on our land or stay close by. Come to realize that, you know, when they come out, we just didn't gel. Like, it just didn't work. You know, especially with everybody's trauma and, you know, ours included, like everybody's trauma, there was just a clash, and building the community just wasn't as easy to accomplish as we thought, especially not in that close knit, like in our home. Do you know what I mean? On our land. So a few months later, we sold some land around the area because people were saying they wanted to live around us. We want to be close to you. It's kind of fanatic, to be fair. But then we decided to build the community. The father had already given me a vision of 250 acres, Yehuda village. I saw that land. It was exactly how he gave me the vision, with a river coming through it, split, one land on one side, 25 acres on the other side. We built that community. And, you know, in our early videos, we have been very consistent and adamant that I ain't talking to the Gentiles. I'm not talking to the non-believers. We are talking to the children of the Most High. We are talking to the tribes. We are talking to Judah. Like, reach out to us if you want to come out here and build a community. Cut a long story short, because I'm going to shorten it. People were reaching out to us, you know, in disguise. So claiming that, you know, all praises to the Most High, all praises to the Most High, all praises to the Most High. Do you know what I mean? And realizing that actually they're not really about the Most High, they just really want land. And that's cool. I saw it. Do you know what I mean? I thought, okay, cool. And some of them got weeded out of Yehuda. So I decided to create another village that wasn't faith-based and called it Ruby Village. So that was for, I didn't want to exclude anybody because I understand people are on their journey to the truth. I know where I was 5 or 6 years ago. I was raised as a Rasta. So I know it takes time to get to that level. So we created another community for those people. And, well, let me fast forward. The opposition or the Opps, you know, it's real. I believe the opposition is in Africa because, well, the Most High is in Africa. And that's not to say he's nowhere else, but his presence is so strong here. And we felt that as soon as we came off the plane, we said, do you feel the spirit? And it's a spirit that is correcting. It's a spirit that will hold you accountable. It's a spirit that will make you face yourself.
Come on.
Not everybody is ready to face themselves. Not everybody is ready for the solution. They say they want the solution, but when they're faced with the solution and you're the one to put the solution in front of them, then you become the enemy. And we realized that this life, love yourself for eternity, this retreat of, you know, of healing, of a transition, the rites of passage that we wanted to build, it wasn't going to work. We were getting too close with people and it was too intimate. So we decided that, you know, we don't want to work where we live like that, and we'll build a community elsewhere. People are attracted to the light. People are attracted to the light, whether they believe or don't believe, they're attracted to the light. People are living their lives through, you know, you over the internet, because a lot of people would love to live off grid, would love to, you know, grow their own food, would love to be secluded, but they're too afraid to do it. Fear won't allow them to do it. Me and my wife and my family, we have no fear when it comes to those things, and we never have, not even to this day. So that light that is here in Africa, that light that we bring as pioneers, well, it comes with the opposition. And the Father had told us, you're going to face persecution. It's going to happen. You're going to face persecution. I just didn't know it was going to be like this, Father, like, and consistent.
That part.
like a snowball every day. And the closer, and I think I'm starting to realize and really kind of just love it. I'm starting to love it because I realize that the more it comes, it shows me how I'm growing in my journey and how much stronger I'm getting, and how closer we are getting to the Father returning. It showed me how much we are getting to that point, because, well, the darkness, it can't hide. It's being revealed. The darkness can't hide. They can't help themselves. They have to snitch. They're snitching on themselves. So, and we are the ones that are making them do it. We're making them show their ass. Like, I've heard people say that this is the year of truth, like 2024. No, this is the year of judgment. People don't even realize that they're in judgment right now. Right now, they are in judgment. And I feel sorry for them. I forgive them, but I feel sorry for them. They make these accusations. They bring down their brothers and sisters. They revel in their trauma, in their, in their just resisting healing. Like they rebel. They're so comfortable in the lawlessness. And I realize that people have this feeling towards us. It's not personal. They just don't like the light in us. They don't like the Father in us. They don't like the fact that we say all praises to the Father, all praises to the Most High. They don't like that every episode we put out is about the Father. It's about giving glory to Him, because they don't. Simply because they don't, or they're not repenting. They're too weak to change their comfortable life. They're too weak to stop to stop sinning. Too weak to stop sinning. And when they see people like us, we're very truthful people. If you know me, if you know my wife, from the UK to Jamaica to Ghana, we are very truthful people. And we've seen people disappear from us, like family, friends, strangers. We see them disappear and run away. Do you know why? Because when they come to us, we hold the mirror up in front of them. We hold the mirror up in front of ourselves. And it's an ugly thing to see yourself, to see your trauma. Not only that, it's so ugly when somebody else is putting it in front of you. When somebody else is showing you, you get offended. You get offended if I call you up on the stuff that you know is wrong. If I tell you that you should be keeping your Sabbath, brother, you shouldn't be eating pork, sister. You really shouldn't be smoking all those cigarettes and drinking, not because I think I'm better than you, but because I know we're in judgment and I love you. I'm telling you out of love. I'm telling you out of love. And I just think people are not ready. Not everybody. Don't, if the cap fits, wear it. I always tell you, if the cap fits, wear it. Not everybody. But there are certain people are not ready for the truth. They're not ready for the wilderness period. This is not come to Africa and, like we're just going to move country and build a house and all of this stuff. Cool. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, go do that over here. What we have been promoting from the beginning is come to Africa, get out of Babylon and begin your rites of passage and your healing. Get closer to the Most High. Go through your wilderness period. Get closer to the Father. Correct yourself. Cleanse yourself. Purify. Go through the purification of fire.
Come back into the covenant.
Come back into the covenant. And because we are like this, they say, oh, you lot are a cult. Who? Just me and my wife. Just me and my wife is a cult. And my children. Come on, please. Come on.
Folks ignorant, man.
They say anything, bro.
I swear, just me and the Bible, and they like it's a cult. Oh, it's just me and the Bible. Like,
it's like, and it's only because you're holding them accountable. It's because you are you're showing them themselves, and they're unwilling to see themselves. You know why? Because they're ugly. They're ugly.
period.
It's ugly. And we never claim to be, holier than thou. Never. You go back and you watch our episodes where we are vulnerable and confessing our sins, confessing our wrongs, whether it's our parents, whether it's our children, whether it's with our relationship, whether it's with, whatever it is, we confess and have been doing that consistency. But you get these people who think that it's Love Island or Kardashians, and they just watch us on. Come and watch a few what do you call it, episodes, and then they're just like, you can see I'm passionate tonight. You can see I'm passionate. Oh, these people are taking it to another level. Imagine I was in the UK, or anybody, you're in the UK and you're in America and you want to sell your property. And then everybody's coming to you, you're leaving the country, you're running away, because you want to sell your property for whatever reason. And they want to know why. We demand to know the truth, why you're selling your property. You demand to know what? My business? What else you demand to know? It's just too much. It's too much.
Mad.
The pullback, they don't like that either. So when you remove yourself, when you take back, when you're not so intimate, when you're not so friendly, they don't like that either. They don't like that either. Now you're running away, and you've abandoned them. You've abandoned them. Someone said that we're their ambassador. No, I'm not. Someone told me I'm their father. Big grown man said, you're my father. You encouraged me to come here. I said, bro, I'm not your father. They got it completely twisted. But I realized that even grown people have children tendencies. We have these childhood traumas, and some of us are still immature. Like, I'm 44 years old. I'm not going to call my wife's age out, but she's a grown woman. We are grown out here. We are not children. We have been doing this with integrity, and will continue to do it with integrity. But we are not punks, like Alita said. We are warriors of the Most High. I'm out here doing my Father's work. If you have a problem, take it to my Father. If you ain't getting an answer, maybe you're speaking to the wrong Father, because we don't all share the same Father. We do not all share the same Father. My Father's the creator of all, but some of you are sub. You like are sub from, let me not even get into it, but hey, I'm done.
Yeah, so good. I feel you.
Yeah, Daniel, you was on fire tonight. And Alita too, all of y'all, everybody's got the fire on both sides tonight. But I know it's getting late, and I know our sis Alita has to get up early in the morning. So we're gonna start winding things up. We have one more question for you guys. So we've said all of that, and we've talked about why we feel like the Opps are in Africa. We told you guys a little bit about our story, but we don't want to leave you guys without a solution, because we're all about solutions. Like, end of the day, we can all see the problems. Well, hopefully all of us can see the problems, or even after this live, we'll start to identify what the problems are, who the problems are, who are the cancers within our communities. And so we're going to start off with you, Alita. What do you feel like is a solution or the way forward for the community in Africa?
The solution, the way forward. For me, it's going to always revert back to Torah. It's very simple to me. Get in the covenant, get under the laws. Like, I don't really see any other way to get proper solutions. See, the covenant, the Torah, tells us our way of life, our way to speak, our way to deal with matters. Like how you were saying, how we supposed to go to that brother when we have a problem. That's not an opinion. That's actually Torah. Like, and so for me, it's very simple. We have to get back to the covenant. That's where not only the solution is, but also the peace. That's also where your covering is. That's your safety net. Like, and so it's not a lot I can say when you ask what is Torah. It's the first 5 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. I feel as if every individual person, especially my people, well, mainly my people, because this is a history book, not a religious book. But for my people, when you get back to your natural ordinance, then we can garner more peace and tolerance for each other. And so I know how I'm supposed to act to you. You know how you're supposed to act to me. And then if we both don't act right, we know what we're supposed to do to get it back right. And so, like Siobhan was saying, other nations don't have this issue. And that's because they're in their covenant. They know their culture. They know their language. They know their land. They have a hierarchy. And so for us, like even with the Ghanaians, like she was saying, when they have an issue, they go to each other. And then if they skip the reins, like they try to go to the chief, he gonna send them back to their brother. If they try to skip the chief and go to the court, the judge gonna say, did you talk to the chief? Did you talk to the family elder? Did you talk to the head yet? Like he's gonna ask you these things to send you back the proper way. So I hope I'm not all over the place, but the solution for me is simple: is to stay under the covenant and inside the covenant of the Most High. That's where our protection and solutions are.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Life with the Kings.
What's the way forward for our community?
Honestly, there really isn't much more to say because that is the solution. That's the whole solution. And like the story of leaving, I don't know it off by heart, but basically, well, when we're called to leave the 100 for the one, and that has kind of reflected in our lives. There's been a lot of ones that have kind of like departed from our lives. And, I have been seeking the Father, like, Father, this one, they're gone. And Father, that one, now they're gone. And just, it's really hard to comprehend because I'm just like, there's no one left.
Yeah.
There's literally no one left. Every friend, every associate, every acquaintance, down to family members, like children, our children, there's just like no one left that isn't under the age of 18. So all the ones who are above the age of 18, they're just falling off. And so, yeah, I brought it to the Father. I was like, so Father, is this a case of we need to do more to try and bring them back,
Right.
back to you? And honestly, I've received no. He's like, surrender them, surrender it all. No, let go. Because being tethered, especially emotionally, for us, being tethered emotionally leaves an open doorway for the enemy to attack us via our hearts.
True.
That emotional connection that we build so quickly with people, like we are
Right.
just those people. Like we meet someone, one conversation on a what do you call it? Consultation, and
we fall in love.
Oh man, it's like we had a real problem. Like it was like, okay,
I'm here.
issues. Like we are just too open too soon. And the Father says, guard your heart, from out of it come the issues of life. So we have really learned that hard lesson of learning how to guard our hearts over and over and over and over and over again. And as a result, like I said, we've lost a lot of people. And even still, we've been prepared to, run off and go and find them and bring them back into the fold. And the father says no, like he will deal with them because they have to come back into covenant.
Yeah, dust your feet off, let them go.
Yeah. They have to be willing, because before we came to Ghana, because we received and heard the call, like we were called here. We heard our father's voice and we were obedient and we came. We didn't come here like, my husband gave his rendition of the story, and it was very true, but obviously because he's trying to remember the whole story, there's a very key part that he forgot to mention. And that was the ultimate reason, like prior to even receiving the call, we prayed and we prayed and we begged and we cried and we were on our knees and we fasted and we prayed and we fasted and we prayed and we prayed and we cried and we fasted for the Father to heal us and to bring us home. We just wanted to come home because we knew where we were wasn't home. And I mean home within our hearts, home with our minds. We were suffering in every possible way, shape, and form. We were suffering where we were mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, even in our accommodation. Like we were just suffering and we wanted to come home more than anything. And we wanted to be, when I say home, I don't mean just home to Africa, I mean home to my father. We wanted to come back into the covenant with our father. We just wanted him, and we were prepared to do whatever it took, whatever he wanted us to do. Father, we would do it. Just tell us what to do. Give us the chance, Father, and let us do whatever we need to do so that we can come back home to you. These people, they're not seeking the Father. They don't want him. They don't have a heart for him. They don't. They want what they want. They want the American dream that they failed to achieve in America. That's what they want. But they want to do it out here in Ghana because your money goes, the dollar goes further, the pound goes further. You want the house. You want the land. What is it, 40 acres and a mule? Your reparations. Get them in the countries that you're from. You want to try and achieve that over here, and they come here with the attitude that Africa owes them something. No, the Father has an inheritance for you. But you ain't getting no inheritance because you're disobedient. You're rebellious. You don't deserve an inheritance. It's not. You're not entitled to it. What have you done to receive it? What, just be a descendant of a slave? Well, that doesn't qualify you. Seek your heart, and it's only then that you will find him. You can't avoid this. There's nothing you can do to have what I have outside of seeking the Father with all your heart and being obedient to everything that he tells you to do. That's it.
Period.
I don't know how they don't get it. It's so simple. Like,
because it ain't for everybody to get. They ain't called. Many are called, but few are chosen. They not gonna get it. Ain't for them.
Yeah. And so that brings us back to when the Father was saying, like, don't run after them, like let them go. It's because there's only a remnant.
Period.
And that's a hard pill to swallow, because we've been like, why us? Why me? And Father's like, well, why not? And there's still an opportunity for those of you who have yet to be obedient to repent. But when I tell you, you are running out of time, best believe you are running out of time.
Man.
You're going to look around and you see these faces that you see on the screen right now. We're going to be gone. We're not going to be here. This is not the final destination. Please believe me when I say this is not the final destination. You are going to look around and we're going to be gone. And you know who we're going to be gone with? The Spirit of our Father, because he is going to remove himself from this earth. And then what are you going to do?
Wow.
Yeah.
You gave another solution, sis. You said repent. That's the other solution. There you go. Yeah.
And also, when you posed this question to us earlier, off camera, obviously, I thought about the solution, and everybody's answer is correct. But for me, the solution, when I said to the father, like, what is the solution? What do we do at this point? And he said, continue to be the example. Continue to be the example. Continue, don't come off of YouTube. Continue to show them the path, because I told you that this platform is going to be for my glory. And I didn't tell you it's going to be an easy ride. I didn't tell you it's going to be an easy ride. But keep going. Keep showing them, because at some point they're going to have egg on their face and they're going to wish they listened. Touch not my anointed ones.
Anointing, yes.
Anointing that the Father put on me is going to kill you. You can't handle it. I'm telling you, because it nearly killed me. It's going to kill you. You can't handle it. It's not for you. Take your own mission. Stop being covetous. Take your own mission. Seek, first of all, you ain't going to get a mission unless you repent. Seek the Father and you shall find. And then when he can see that you can actually be in service, then he may give you a mission. But I'm telling you now, not everybody is going to make it. Not everybody is going to make it. It's a narrow road. And I'm continuously seeing that road is getting more narrow and more narrow and more narrow. And people be like, oh, but this is business and you're talking the Most High. It's one of the same. It's one of the same. I always tell people that come to me, if you go through this process with me, please have patience and faith. That's all you need. Patience and faith. Not ID, not, diplomas, patience and faith. Because you think it's about this world. It's not. This is a spiritual journey. This is a healing. This is a rites of passage. This is the wilderness season. And you don't even want to go in the wilderness. Scared, fear. Everything you acquire is behind fear. Everything. But you're too scared.
But the thing is, they're not scared. It's not like they're scared or they're in fear, full stop. They just have a fear of man. They don't fear the Father, because if you feared the Father, you would do whatever it is that he told you to do. You would do it. You have a fear. They're not afraid of the Father. They're afraid of man. They're afraid of being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's, just last point, that patience and faith. And I'm seeing someone say it in the comments. Yes, patience and faith. That's a sister that had patience and faith. No issues. When you don't have that faith, when you don't have that patience, you look create your own issues. They create their own problems. They create their own stuff. And I'm just
attract what you are.
You just attract it. And this is one of the reasons, here we go, for those people that are here just to get a little news. This is one of the reasons why we are selling our property, because we realize we can no longer hold people's hand and carry them through the fire. I can no longer carry you through the purification.
Again.
I can't hold your hand.
Over and over again.
Not only can I not do it, I don't want to. Do you know why? Because you lot will make me sin. You will make me sin and make me
salvation
like Moses. Like Moses. I won't see the promised land. I want to see the promised land. So we are still here in Ghana. We still have Yehuda Village. We still have Freedom City. We still have Ruby. We will never go back to the UK. We always want to be off-grid and separate from the world and from these vicious, unhealed people. Crabs in a barrel mentality. Mental mentality. I don't want to be around that. I want to be around my sisters and my brothers that know who they are, that want to know who they are, that love my Father as I love my Father, that keep commandments, the basic 10 commandments. That's the people I want to be around. The people that want to keep it real and say, Daniel, I'm calling you because I heard this, and have a conversation with me. Have a conversation with me. Don't put a letter in my comments. Bro,
exactly.
That is growing
Coward.
and growing and growing, and bacteria just spreads like cancer. And what does cancer
They
do?
internet thugging.
I know. That's the part that I know. When
internet thugging.
they're talking on the on their socials, and I'm like, but I've seen you, and you have my
You ain't say that.
details,
And then they be like, "Oh, I thought you was a child of God." I am. What was I supposed to? What? Like what?
just
You ain't supposed to be doing that.
Just like yeah, like what was it? The last live we had with you, Daniel. That was literally a prime example. Like somebody who, instead of coming to talk to us, who's seen us in person at least like 3 or 4 times, won't say a word, but he wants to come on your channel to do a YouTube video to talk about our issues. Like what is that? What can somebody identify what that is? Like what is that? Does anyone know? Nobody.
I don't know what it is.
Let me just say.
It's a coward spirit.
Oh, that's what it is. Cowards.
The Most High, this is a fact. The Most High does not fund darkness. He does not fund darkness. He does not fund it. So I have seen people come to me as clients full of darkness, and it just doesn't work out for them. It just doesn't work out for them. Don't blame me. Go blame the Father. Go blame the Father.
No, it's not the Father. It's them.
No, it's them. Go blame yourself.
Yeah.
But he won't fund. He's not going to fund the spirit of darkness. He just doesn't. He won't even fund your plans, your desires, what you think you have. He funds his. We can say, oh, yeah, we're coming to Africa to do this and to do that and to do this. But you get here and you realize that the Father's got other plans for you that you had no idea of. So if you're obedient, you go with it. And if you don't, you resist and you may get dragged or just simply left behind.
Or blame everyone else for your plan.
Right.
That part.
A scapegoat, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just really sad, the state of our community, you know, like we've had people reach out to people to try to mediate situations behind the scenes. They don't ever want to talk behind the scenes. They only want to talk on YouTube, you know. So it just goes to show you, like, the intentions, like, again, going back to the intention, it's just showing people's heart. Like, yeah, you can try to fake it on YouTube. You can try to fake it with me. You can even try to fake it to yourself. But for one, the Most High sees you. And for two, I see you. Yeah. Like, just because I don't say that, I don't care. I don't have time for foolishness. Like, I'm going to look at
you. And you know them by their fruits. Like, we know, we don't see no fruits. We see who the Most High blessed or not. Like, you know them by their fruits. You can't pretend that.
Have nothing to show for yourself in Africa besides some videos slandering people and stealing people's ideas. You're taking information. It's so sick how people are, people's mindset. Like, people will literally do a consultation with us, come to our investment seminars, listen, book a consultation with our lawyer, or get a free consultation with our lawyer on how to do business, how to get land, and then go on YouTube and run a conference and say, oh, I'm giving you this information for free. Like, what? You got the information from us. Like, what are you talking about? You know, like, it's just crazy. Like
it's just petty.
It's just also petty, like the shenanigans that be going on. You know, it's like, just say thank you. Like, somebody helped you, somebody gave you the information. You didn't have to do all of it on your own, because this is information that took people years to come up with. You're getting it all put together in one neat condensed form that you can easily digest, that took somebody 2 years, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to figure out. You're getting it for free, and then you're gonna go on YouTube and say, oh, well, this is the information, as if you're giving out new, and this is what they're not telling you. Like, what? You got the information from me, from my people.
They would respect it if it was coming from a Chinese, a white man, Lebanese. If it was a seminar they went to with a other nation, they would feel empowered. And if they were reading a book that inspired and changed their life, they would be like, oh, this book, they wouldn't mind giving the credit where it's due. But because it's us, our kind, they don't know how to act. Like, I've had people I've literally helped do everything for, and then now they're YouTube stars, and they get on their channel and act like I don't exist. Like, you are talking about everything I've done for you, but refuse to say my name or my company name. You will even say my worker's name. You will even say a gardener that I brought in to put your stuff up before you will say my name. Like, why? What have I done but help you and lift you and blast you? Like, how is it even, like, I've done this thing where I do estate names. I didn't know that was going to be major. Like, so if I'm promoting your estate name saying this is Life with Kiings estate, this is Life with Kiings estate, 2 years later I'm building Life with Kiings estate, then Life with Kiings estate decide to step up and claim that name, create them a channel and say, hey, I'm Life with Kiings estate. Now they get all of this fast work because of the time I put in to build and promote your brand and to show you love and to show you love and to show you love. So the minute you finally get it, you can't show no love back at home. So long story short, I really decided, y'all, and I'm going off. I don't even know how this came up on this line. I'm praying to the Most High that if he have me take more clients next year, because I'm done with it, I'm just helping who I'm helping that I already have. I'm thinking I'm assigned to the elders because most of my piece is my elder people. Anybody my age or a little bit older, 44, like you just have them acting weird when they finally get here. And you be like, dude, we've been cool all this time. Now you get here and you want to act like you don't know me. You want to disassociate yourself with me. So you did this all on your own. Had I not inspired you? Like, and then one more thing I want to comment on is something you said, sis, Alondra, is that you can't have fear when you do this. Like, you have to, like, me being a single woman coming here, I'm normally in a room with all men. So if the Most High didn't ordain what I'm doing, I don't know how I will be doing it. Because I'm often shut up. I'm often looked down on being a woman. Like, so you guys, listen, you have to like literally be okay with someone else's light. There's not no other light in the world that can dim my light. I don't care how bright your light is, how big you are. There's no other light that can make me come subject to that light. The Most High gives me my light. And that's what I love about y'all. I don't have to like dim my light. I don't feel less than. Like, I feel like I'm on a call with other powerful people, and that's the only thing I want to connect with. And then another thing I did, this is the last thing for real. I learned to stop trying to be friends with my clients. When I came in it, I was like, y'all, I was like, oh my God, I got somebody like-minded. We finna do this. No, I'm like, no. Listen, this is business. We don't need to talk about nothing. If we're going to become friends, it's going to be after we done moved in our house and be neighbors. Right now, I got work to do. Like, yeah, so we ain't friends. Y'all don't need to be on my personal pages. Y'all can just stay on this business accounts. Like, no, and I love them. It's not everyone, but I'm telling you, 1 apple, 2 apples, they can spoil the whole bunch and stress you out where you start to question if you even want to do this anymore. Like, so it's deep. And I'm happy to have people like y'all that's going through what I'm going through because I can really, you know, understand y'all can relate to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yes, it's glad to be able to help and be able to, you know, sharpen and help each other out. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
I'm grateful you can do that. And just it's funny you brother Daniel, it's funny you said what you said in terms of the solution, because there was a quote that I heard like yesterday, and when my wife posed the question to me, the quote like hit home. It was basically the same thing, and we have to adopt the mindset in the spirit of basically like we have to be the lighthouse and not the tugboat. This whole time we've been trying to pull people and like force them to come. Like, come on, y'all, come on, we can do this. Let's go, please.
Yeah.
But before we started doing that, we were in so much peace, just being with our family, being with ourselves, just showing our journey and just shining the light on what can be done. The minute we start trying to pull everybody in, that's when the stress begins. So we have to get back to just being the lighthouse. And if they come close enough, if they get they boat close enough, and you lean and you know you need some help, and you seem like you're a good person, then you can get some help. But we
Climb out.
how can I put it? It got to a point now where I've literally like I got people that's in America where I'm like, bro, you need to come over here and be security. Like, I need you to come over here, and we have to start moving like that. I don't know if you guys know or feel it yet, but we really need to start moving with security around us because we are at a new level now. We are pioneering something amazing. So we have to remove ourselves from being so easily accessible because these people are watching us. They not just, like, it's not just they watching it and going on about the day. They are obsessing. They are literally like, we are the new TV stars and reality TV shows.
That part.
We don't want to be that. That's not what we're trying to be. We literally just want to help and shine the light and help people. But they see it as they covered our spots, and that makes them envious. Then that makes them jealous, and that makes them I've seen people with like pure anger and vitriol in their heart, in their eyes. I seen a grown man say to me, "You better be glad we not in America right now, in the middle of the government office." Because he trying to lie on me and I'm standing up for myself. He's like, "You better be glad we're not in America." I want to say the same thing, but this is how these people feel. So we gotta make sure that we arm ourselves and put ourselves with the right people around us and protect ourselves and stop trying to pull everybody and being so gullible. That's the solution. Like, make people prove themselves. I mean, we help people. I think our platforms are here to help people. We don't have to go any further than our platform. We have these YouTubes and we have our mindsets to be able to do business on a high level. So we don't have to keep dealing with these low level thinking people that's trying to pull us down and stop us from doing what we are called to do. So yeah, just keep being the lighthouse and stop trying to pull everybody over, because it's everybody can't come. We want everybody to, but everybody can't come.
Everybody needs to also understand that we do not owe you anything. We don't owe you anything. Like, we don't owe you anything. Like, I know you may feel like, you know, we're celebrities, or because we're on YouTube, you're entitled to know what color drawers I'm wearing tonight. Like, you're not. You're not entitled to it. You're not entitled to know what we're speaking about in our home. You're not entitled to none of that. Like, there's a term, mind your own business. And if you break it down, mind your own business. Like, what's happening in your house? What's happening in your house? That. Don't mind what's happening in my house. Like, we can do business together. We can speak on business, but that's all I owe you. People are saying, you're leaving Ghana. I never said I was leaving Ghana. In fact, some people said I'm not even in Ghana right now. It's only true. I don't want to show you the dusty road outside. I'm in Ghana. Like, but mind your own business. So what if I'm not in Ghana? So what? What does that mean? Like, but I am in Ghana. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. Like, you can catch me around. I'm out here. But I just think people need to mind their own business and just know I don't owe you anything. Like, and even if you bought land off me, it's a business transaction. Like, leaving Ghana, who's gonna build my house? I didn't tell you I was gonna build my house. This ain't Ghana consultations. Like, I told you I was gonna build the house. I didn't. And people want to hold you. They want to bind you to this. It's like, I heard you're leaving Ghana, and I'm coming next year. Who's gonna show me your land? Listen, if your land, I'm definitely gonna hold up to having somebody show your land. That's always gonna be the case. I am not tied to this place because you begged to come and live next door to me, and now I want to move. You're mad at me. Yes. I decide to move. Oh, I'm moving. Now you're mad because you wanted to be next to me for the rest of your life. Bruh, that's weird. That's weird. I don't know that. I don't ever feel like to anybody. I would never go, T3 and me, I want to move next to you guys. And then the minute you decide to move a year later, for whatever reason, I'm going to be like mad at you because you're leaving me. Like, you're leaving me.
Oh my God. I can't.
You know, these are grown adults, grown people that know exactly what they're doing when they're coming you to lease land. Because these people coming at you can't say buy land. Okay, cool. We're in Ghana, lease land. They know what they were doing. Man. You lot are grown. You lot acting like some children out here, like you was misled, like you was run amok, like you was bamboozled. Stop it. Just stop it. Grow up. And come to the Father. And when you come to Ghana, when you come to the African soil, you're coming because most of you are not men, just like me. You're a boy. You think like a boy. And this process is going to make you a man. This process is going to make you a woman. And that's what we've been trying to show people, that when you come here, you're going to be faced with yourself. But don't blame me because what you see is ugly. Don't blame me for that. That's not me. That's you. When I came here, I was ugly too. I was ugly too. Like, I was the mad Jamaican guy they call me. Like, that's the mad Jamaican guy. He's got a gun. I had a gun in the village. I didn't have a gun. It's just my mouth was so loud it sounded like gunshot. Do you know what I mean? But I never had a gun. Like, but that's what they say in the village. It's like, come on, guys. You're grown people. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Don't blame me for trauma. Like, I
love that. I really love that for real. We are not obligated to do what we do. Like, I don't not plan to build houses forever. So while we're doing it, like, y'all should be helping me, encouraging me, pushing me. I got people asking me to do them favors right after they cuss me out. It's like, you really think I gotta do this? You think like you gonna tell on me if I don't do this? Like, I decided myself. Well, you know, Daniel, we in Ghana and Alondra, we don't have to register our clients' land. We can sell them the land, lease them the land, whatever they want to call it, and we can go on about our life. I do not have to take you to lands commissions to register land. I've done the land search. I've done the indenture for you. I don't got to register land, but I decided to register my client's land because the process was so long, and the chief was starting to be hating on me. So I said, let me go help them do this so they can do it now. Now I got people, when you going to register my land? Ma'am, you know I got 70 clients and I'm going up in sections and your number ain't up yet. But for you to text me, I thought you was registering our land. How you gonna act like that and then want me to do something for you? I'm so confused. And then y'all want to make videos and not give me no love, but then you want to come and ask me for some love. Like, I'm so confused. But like y'all said, like one of y'all said on this live, we are not going to be doing this forever. And we are not on here trying to act like we're better than anyone, that we're more called, more chosen than anyone, that we're more righteous with anyone. No, we are just three people who have decided to share our journey with you guys with the hopes of encouraging and pushing you to listen to the Father if he told you to come this way, and to know that you have help on the ground if you take the Father up on his offer. That's what we all had in our mind with this. We don't think we better than nobody and that we celebrities and all of this, but y'all really require a lot of us. It's like, dude, can I just get my flowers? Like, can I just get a random thank you? Like, it's so many personalities that I don't understand how y'all think. Y'all should be like, how is she doing all of this? That's what y'all should be thinking. How should, like, let me help her with this. Like, no, y'all just won't add assist. I thought you sent me a video. Why you ain't talking on it? I want to know what's going on. I explained to you what was going on in the video before I sent it to you. Like, you mad that you don't hear my voice on the video? I'm confused. Like, you just can't win with our people. Like, so I'm so happy to be able to vent about this stuff to people who going through it too. That's why it's so funny to me, because you would never understand it unless you doing it. Like, how strangers can like try to pull your neck off because you ain't doing something for them. Like, dude, y'all know I can quit any day, right? I can give all y'all paperwork. I can finish all y'all last phases, and I can say, hey guys, the Most High has delivered me, and I'm going to be moving on. Like, and then another thing I want to say, I'm going to let it go. Tim, bring up in our group chat what you said about security. I want to talk about that off camera. Like, that is so deep and so true. I got some things. I'm so happy you said that, because it's confirmation for what the Most High has given me and told me to do. But I want to talk about it off camera, because that one's a big one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man. It's so much. Like, we can literally sit here for probably like a whole week and talk about everything that has went on, everything that's been done, every shenanigan, every foolishness. And guys, it's just too much. It's too much to even get out. Like, it's I don't even know. But basically, to answer the question that I presented earlier, which is I think you answered it already, right? You said security.
Yeah. Well, no, I said be the lighthouse.
Be the lighthouse, not the tugboat. Yeah.
And that was good.
Yeah.
For me, I would say everything that has already been said. In addition, I would say is the accountability, because the only reason why evil persists on the earth is because good people do nothing. People just sit back, they watch, they think it's a show, it's a game, it's fun, it's daytime television, it's, oh, did you see this video? Oh, did you, like, it's a mockery being made of people's lives, people's hurt, people's money. It's something to make light of and to make into just a disgrace, and the people that are doing it is one thing, because that's what the enemy is going to do. The Pharisees, that's what they're going to do. They're going to come, they're going to try to trip you up. They're going to ask you the same question 5 different ways to see if you answer it differently this time, so they can say, oh, see, look, they said they answered differently this time, So you would expect that from your open enemy. You expect that from people who are so ignorant and so devoid of the spirit of the Most High that they decided to go on a public platform to publicly mark themselves for destruction. This is the state of our people. It's just really sad. So you expect that from them, but what you don't expect is for the people in the comment section. And I don't watch people's videos who do nonsense, but people always be sending us stuff. And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all, please don't send me no videos of nobody talking about it. I don't care.
Man.
Okay, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't send me the video, I wouldn't even know that these people was doing videos about me or Tim. I don't care. So let's just put that out there. And the people in the comment section it's just a really strange phenomenon that goes on, because it's the same people. You see them, they'll comment something negatively, or they'll say something slick or snide, and then they'll be on your channel. Oh, hey sis, hey bro, like I love the video. Or they'll be on Alita's channel or Life with the Kiings channel, and then they'll be on the Slanderers channel too. And I'm just like, what is happening? This is dysfunction, confusion at the highest level. At the highest level, we are dysfunctional people. Why are we condoning our own murder, our own death? Why are you aligning yourself with a murderer, a slanderer, a witchcraft person? Why are you choosing to align with these type of people? And it reminds me of the scripture in the Bible where it talks about I forget which prophet it was. It was the prophets of Jezebel, when there was like a big showdown. I think it was Elijah, when there was a big showdown between the prophets of Baal and the prophets of the Most High. And it's like Elijah was just basically like sitting back. He was letting all the prophets, they was doing the most, trying to conjure things up and do all this hocus pocus, witchcraft, slandering, whatever they was doing. And he just sat back. And he kind of was like, like Most High, like, you see what they're doing? And he was like, don't worry about it. I've already reserved X amount of people who haven't bowed their knee to Baal yet. So it just goes to show you that there are people who are being used by Satan publicly. They're publicly doing this. They're publicly putting their mouth on people. And I don't think people understand the seriousness of it. Like, people just, because we grow up in a society and a culture where it's cool to gossip. Like, it's just something to do. Like, we grew up roasting each other, jonesing on each other, whatever the words I used to call it. We used to grow up talking crap about each other. Like, whatever it is, pick something about you. We'll find something and just like go in on you, So like we grew up in a culture where that sort of stuff is okay. Like, it's okay to put your mouth on somebody, even if it's just a joke. There's always some truth in when you joke with people. So we have to like purge this stuff out of us. We have to purge this stuff out of us, because the showdown is already here. The angels is already recording. They already seeing what people is doing, what side people is taking. And even if you think that you're doing stuff secretly, let me tell you something. Nothing's secret, because dreams are being had. I have dreams. Sometimes we see people. They don't even see us. We see them with people doing things. Doing shit. They don't even see us. We just be, the Most High will make us see somebody with somebody not supposed to be with. And then we be like, oh, okay. We already know what's about to, like what's going on, So nothing is a secret, guys. And you have to remember that. You will take account of every idle word you spoke. Even if you didn't speak it, if you typed it, you're going to take an account of that. So people have to start holding themselves accountable, and they have to start holding other people accountable. If you're going to align yourself with the Opps, stay over there with the Opps. Don't straddle the fence.
Right.
Make your call and your election sure. You're either going to be over here with the Satan and the Opps, or you're going to be over here with the Most High. This is not the time to be in the middle or to be wishy-washy. If you haven't talked to the Most High and asked them who's who and what's what, you're already lost.
Yeah.
You should have already spoken to the Most High and said, what's the truth of the matter? He would have already have told you by now. You already know the answer, because you were inspired to begin with. You were only led astray by a false prophet, by a witch, by a warlock.
Yeah.
You know, so people have to hold themselves accountable. They have to hold other people accountable. The scripture says, mark those who cause divisions among you and avoid them. That's what we have to do. So I'm gonna just start holding people accountable. If I see you with the ops and you know that they're ops, if you with somebody and they're gossiping about somebody else, and then you're gonna act like they're not gossiping about you, I'm gonna stay away from all of y'all.
Man.
Yeah,
Okay,
period.
so yeah, it's like people, you're just marking yourself. So if you don't want to change, if you don't want to repent, if you don't want to stop gossiping, slandering, if you don't know the fullness of a story, just stay out of it. That's the simplest thing to do. If you don't know the full story, if you can't make sense of it, stay out of it. I do that all the time. I don't know if this person is true or not. I go talk to my Heavenly Father and I ask him and he gives me the answer. I don't have to go on YouTube and make videos or join in with this person or join in with that person because I'm my own person. And that's another thing. People have to learn how to be individuals. Stop being a follower and following groupthink. Oh, because these group of people and they seem like, why would they lie? What do you mean? Why would they lie? People lie all the time.
Okay.
They lied on Friday. How do you think they died? From a lie. How do you think all the prophets died? From lies. How did all of the disciples and apostles die from lies? So we can't just keep saying, well, why would they lie? Why would the devil is the father of lies? That's what they do. Yeah. This is what he do. What do you mean? Why does a lion bite people? It's in their nature. So we have to just stop with this naive mindset and this just anything goes mindset. We have to get back to a standard of holiness. Stop putting your mouth on people. I think that's what part of our assignment is to really drive that home because we've been talking about this for like 3 years. Stop putting your mouth on the people. All these people that put their mouth on us or other people, they are not doing good. They're back in America. Their jobs have failed. Their relationships have failed. And this is not to say to feel good about it. I hate that happens to them. I wish they would have done right. Guess what? If you would have done right, you would be accepted. Even with us, if you do right, you will be accepted. I have no problem with nobody. I want to and still desire to be friends with everybody. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen because a lot of you guys are not going to do what you need to do to get your heart posture in a correct place in order to ascend into the kingdom and to carry a certain spirit where people will want to dwell with you. People will want to eat with you and mingle with you. You can't expect for us to want to mix and mingle with devils and demons and swine. No, that's not what we're gonna do. You have to come up. I'm calling everybody on this live to come up. Come up in the spiritual realm. Stop gossiping. Stop slandering. Stop talking about people. Stop always going to be a busybody, running amok to and fro here and there, this channel, that channel. Oh, did you see this? Sending people videos. Somebody say something. Now you sending emails asking questions when you already have the answer to the question just because somebody else. It's just nonsense. Stop it, guys. Please. Yeah. People are tired. We need to grow up. There's about to be earthquakes coming on the earth. There's human sex trafficking going on. There's all sorts of crazy things going on. Wars in the Congo. We have so much bigger fish to fry, guys, than this petty level nonsense that's going on YouTube. Yep. Like, we just have to stop it. Like, at the end of the day, we just have to stop it and hold each other accountable. Yep. So that's my solution.
And those are the solutions.
Yes.
It's always good to end with solutions and not, just leave it with a whooping the whole time. It's been hell and it's been a journey and it's been a process, but all that we've encountered, all that we've been through is nothing but opportunity for us to learn and teach the next person so they don't have to deal with it. Like, I find a lot of value in reading the scriptures and reading books on leaders who actually been through these type of things. Like Marcus Garvey talked about it in his book. Like, you have to, this is a part of it. They did it to him too, even worse. So if he had YouTube, I'm sure we'll see videos of him talking crazy about how people did him, because his book was talking about it.
Why so immigration wouldn't let me into Liberia?
Exactly right. So it's this thing is so deep, and we are at the forefront of the digital age of this movement. So we just got to shine the light on it, and so the people behind us can make it, and those who are called and those who endure can make it for their families, because we all know it's possible, but we just know it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of things you got to deal with. So hopefully the people receive those solutions and then just run off with the negativity. hopefully they, you know, put it to their hearts and try it out so that they can do what they need to do. And before we go, I want to you want to let them go one more time. Any last words?
Yeah, last words. And how can everybody follow you guys, keep up with you guys if they want to connect with you? I know y'all said y'all not selling land right now, or you may be in the near future, but just tell the people how they can connect with you guys, and if they want to work with you, how they can do that. We'll start with you, Alita.
I'm Alita Israel on YouTube. It's right on the screen. Just make sure you spell Israel correctly. I'm on only YouTube and Instagram. So I'm Alita.Israel on Instagram and Alita Israel on YouTube. And then you can follow the company page on Instagram. It's Ghana_consultations with an S on the end. Both of the Instagram pages are verified, so you shouldn't have a problem finding me. So
all right. And Life with the King.
Cool. Well, you can catch us with Lyfe with the Kiings. We are still selling land. Like, that's not stopped. You know, we still have land available in the free villages. We're not selling anything outside of the free villages that we currently have. I just want to say that Ghana is beautiful. As much as it's hard, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's true.
I would never trade, and you know, I'm going to pick my words carefully, the motherland for the West. I'd never trade it for that. Like, it's just amazing on the motherland, and I would never trade it for that. But yeah, that's where you can find us. And to you, brother Tim, you know, bro, I don't know what it is, but I'm here with you. Like, I'm here with you. Like, I just feel the connection, and I know that when we meet, bro, we're really gonna hit it off. Like, just this today, I was like, baby, no more friends, no more new friends. Like, I don't. I'm done, innit? I don't care who they are. No more new friends. But you know, I think it's just about taking your time and really feeling out people, and you know, especially when they are, you know, under the covenant, when they are about their father's work. And I'll be watching you, brother, and you inspire me in what you're doing, because like, I just feel like you're my brother from another mother, innit? And that's like, I'm showing you love, because men don't really do this. Do you know what I mean? And I'm showing you love because I'm just like, I relate to this brother from even before we spoke. I can relate to this brother so much. Like, even with your locks, it's like, if you saw me with my locks, I think we look quite similar. I'm just like, bro, do you know what I mean? Yeah, like a younger version. Do you know what I mean? So appreciate what you're doing, also your wife, and you know, the platform, and you know, I can't wait to meet you guys, because our dream, like all of you guys, I know, was to travel the continent. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
To travel and to see it, you know. So definitely, just because you guys are there, you know, Tanzania is definitely on the map for us, as well as other, you know, African countries. So yeah, bro, like, we gonna come and we gonna chop it up, and you know, just grow as men. Do you know what I mean? Because I can relate to your story, and you know, you said you can relate to mine, and I think like men don't really do this, innit? It's like, yeah, what's up, bro? Are you cool?
Yeah.
Vulnerable. I'm like, you know what? This is a brother that I can really see and relate. So let me tell him. So
appreciate that, brother. Thank you, brother.
It's all love, man. It's all love.
Yes, sir. Likewise. Yeah, guys, we definitely plan on coming to Ghana at some point as well too. So, you know, who knows? Whichever one is first, we'll link for sure whenever we end up where we end up.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to say that.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I guess we can land the plane now and end it. We thank you guys for staying tuned. We thank you guys for whatever time it is where y'all at. Thank y'all for watching. If you watch this on the replay, we thank y'all for tuning in, and we hope that we were able to give you guys some inspiration and teach you something so that you can basically come over here successfully. That's why all of us do what we do. we want to make sure that whoever come after us are able to go through this thing smoother than what we had to deal with. So I know there are some families out there that's watching this and they're, you know, keeping it real. Thank you for the donation, San. We appreciate it. Yeah, I know there are some people out there who are like hanging on to the words that we're speaking and really like taking it to heart. So please, guys, take heed to this so that you can move diligently and take advantage of the opportunity that's here in Africa for you and your family. Don't let these people stop you, and just keep going.
Yeah, I want to say don't like I was just getting ready to say that. Don't let people stop you, because I know it's like we said a lot of I ain't gonna say negative stuff. We just said a lot of real things, but it's good because now
Is she breaking up to y'all or just me? You breaking up, sis. We can't hear you.
what not to do. What?
Yeah.
Just come over here and ask. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I think it cut off for a second. But yeah, that was all I wanted to say, guys. Just come over here, do well, and you guys will be accepted and you guys will have a great time in Africa. Okay.
Yep. So y'all keep the shalom peace out there. Stay focused and don't let these people stop y'all. Be safe.
Hallelujah.
Thank y'all.
Yeah. Love you all.
Shalom.
Bye.
Bye.